We back again, man. Hits 96. I brought some of the team with me. I brought the fam with me.
Let's get it.
Got the big dog, PG.
PG here.
Castro.
The biggest boss in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Part of the biggest conglomerate. Got my dog, CG, on the cam. Capturing every moment. Y'all gonna get every moment of this journey.
Yeah. It's the biggest game in the world. 2C. This shit real major league.
That's Olivia Rodrigo with her brand new song Vampire on Hits 96, Chattanooga's #1 hit music station. And right now I have a studio full of people. Usually at this time I'm kind of on the lonesome, going solo talking with you guys. But that's not the case tonight. We have a special guest joining me right now, Chattanooga hip hop artist Cuatro Cinco.
Yeah.
Welcome back, my friend.
Oh, man. It feels amazing to be back in here.
I heard this song, Put It on the Floor, the remix. You released it, you were pushing it out. I think at one point you even asked your fans on social media whether you should do a music video for it or not. Yeah. I chimed in because I was like, yes, this needs a music video.
Yeah.
The energy, it's one of those songs that keep you wanting more, and we'll get into that. But first, you have a special guest that's joining us. Introduce PG here.
Yes, another upcoming artist in Chattanooga. I have also a part of Rack Racer Music Group. Shout out to my guys. I have with me PG.Castro.
There you go. PG, welcome.
How y'all doing out there?
Thank you guys for coming in and doing this. And yeah, let's talk about this music group that you are a part of. You've mentioned them on the podcast, and I'm going to actually post up the link so people can actually listen to the full podcast, because we only have limited time here on the live radio. But for the podcast, we were able to sit down and talk for like 45 minutes, which was really great. Played some of other songs that you have. So talk about the group that you are.
Yeah, so I'm a part of Rack Racer Music Group, founded by T. Riser, or for local people, Roland Riser and Young P-Man. They started this conglomerate, which is the biggest conglomerate in the world.
In the universe.
Yeah. They started it back in, I'm going to say 2017-ish.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but from my recollection, 2017. And they reached out to me. I've been working with Young P since I started on SoundCloud. Been really close and good friends with T. Riser for years. And they had this amazing idea of just bringing just local artists together and moving as a conglomerate and taking this scene on the road and just moving around as a label. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from me, Cuatro Cinco, Young P-Man, T. Riser, we have, of course, PG.Castro.
PG right here, yeah.
I'm in the building.
Shout out to him for coming through. We also have Malcolm Soul from South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We also have producers, Two Minds Alike. Shout out to Taj.
It's a big crew.
Most definitely.
Everybody's linked on social media as well, and I actually loved posting about you because then everybody comes out, you start getting the flames, you start getting everybody just really excited about you being on the radio, which is so great. And it makes sense. The more the merrier. That's the more connections that you have, the wider growth, the more shares. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I mean, you make a statement when you move around together.
Yeah.
People take notice to I won't say a crowd of people, but the individuals itself. Like, you got nothing but professional artists and producers. So when we move together as one, you have to notice. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So that's what we're doing. That's what Rack Racer Music Group is.
Yeah, it's clearly working because you guys do have such a professional sound, and that's what's so miraculous. We talked about it last time too. If for those that didn't listen to the podcast, your music videos, the sound quality. I mean, it's there's not to knock anybody that's still on GarageBand or doing their own thing on their laptops, but what you guys are doing is professional sounding stuff. It's top of the line. It's top of the line. Let's go into the music video scene a little bit because you've worked with some wonderful directors.
Yes.
I know with Young P, you did the song "The Heist."
Yes.
I think it's one of the greatest.
Lovely.
Isn't it an awesome video?
Yes,
it's fantastic. And you have some great ones too, including Put It on the Floor that we're going to hear in a few moments here. But talk about the music scene or the music video scene, because these are people also right here local.
Yes. The videographers in the city, they started here, but they have grown way bigger than this city.
Yeah.
Just to think of a few, Young P-Man for sure, AP Films, Who Shot Jimmy, really, really good friend of mine, AK Films, really good friend of mine, Keith Ward, just those three who I've worked with frequently. they've taken. I've watched them start from scratch and completely build an empire with their brand. So I'm a quality person. I mean, I'm quality over quantity for me.
Sure.
I like to work with videographers who add. Bless you, baby. My son is in the studio.
We got Lennox in the studio.
We got Baby Gloss Lennox in the studio. But yeah, I like to work with videographers who can take my vision and their vision and create a masterpiece, something a visual, not just a video, but a motion picture. You know what I mean?
And that's what the heist is all about. I mean, that is a movie.
Goodness,
That's a movie.
It is a movie.
It's a short film.
It is. I mean, that was a 12-hour shoot. Yeah. PG.Castro was actually in it.
Guest star in the
There you
video.
go. Guest star. I love it.
Man, shout out to everybody who was a part of that as well. That videographer actually is from Atlanta. No, from New York. But he's based in Atlanta right now. Painfully Gifted Visuals.
Yes.
They work with a lot of professional artists. I mean, right after our video, he had a video shoot with Lil Baby, and then a few more artists around.
It just looks
that tier.
you can just tell.
Yeah,
you can just tell.
and
There's
honestly,
there.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah,
It's about investing.
Absolutely.
So.
No, very cool.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of the videos, maybe some of my favorites anyway, and I'll post them up on our website. People can go to hits96.com, but of course they're all on YouTube. All they do is search Cuatro Cinco. You can find that out. Let's put it on the floor now.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll take a little break and let you kind of talk about it a little bit, and maybe we'll just play it just to get it over with, so people get the first listen, and then we'll come back. We'll do a commercial break. We'll come back, and then we can talk a little bit more about that. And then maybe we'll play it again so people can get a second listen.
Let's do it.
All right, so right off the bat, here it is. Put it on the floor, the remix, Cuatro Cinco, right here on Hits 96. Enjoy.
Yeah.
It's the biggest golf in the world. 2C. This shit real major league. Yeah, ripping out the plastic, I been whipping through the traffic for the money. I'm an addict, I be itching, gotta have it flipping. No acrobatics, glossy. I was never average, can't be broke. I put it on the floor, then win and got some more. Poppin' shit, you know I'm with the click. The game we never miss. Be with P, he stay with pressure. Fuck with him, we send a blitz. Play with me, you taking risks. Got Bendito on the fit. Super blessed, I got him watching. Boy, I know I got him pissed. Roll with double R, I swear the word is ours. We gon' be really rich. Tell my dogs no sleep until tomorrow. That's when it's really lit. Raise the bar, I spit these couple bars, feel like Kamika shit. Fuck them all, 2 C's, I got a ball, got twists with me and shit. Late nights in the trap, I got big Castro in the back. We broke gorilla at the paint, that 423 is where I'm at. So when it come down to this rap, I'm speaking facts, I never cap. The OG's really fucking with me, lonely tears forever strapped. For my son, no poppy, got you not a day that I'ma miss. Don't trust a nigga nor a bitch, you tell him no and they gon' switch. I call up Soul, you know he trained to go, ain't gotta tell him shit. He sang them songs, you know I play my role until we hit the lit. I'm major league, no I don't speak, they say he acting brand new. Now hot boy hopping out that truck, he brought the hammer for a 2. I did some shit they can't believe I made it out, y'all the truth. Now Cinco feeling nothing to say, boy, I'm addicted to the blues. And I'm like, shh, be quiet, then let's take go back outside. Feel like I've been gone too long, I think it's time to start. Yeah, I throw 4, yeah, I be 5. I told Lil' Shawty on the prize. Wake them up, I'm on their head. When I pop out, they going live. Ain't glossy trust, I keep it tough, so bitch, you better not cross the line. And I've been humble long enough, now I'ma pop it every time. Rollin' Russian cream, I'm smoking police. Take Trey way overseas, I'm gone.
Yeah.
2 C's.
There it is. Cuatro Cinco, put it on the floor, the remix.
All the way on the floor.
Right here on Hits 96. We're gonna take a quick break, a little commercial break. That's Miguel Sure Thing on Hits 96. We are Chattanooga's #1 hit music station. In studio with me right now, we got Cuatro Cinco, PG, CG, and family.
Yeah.
All included.
Nothing but family.
This is a glossy studio, right? Let's talk about that for a moment, Cuatro. Before I want people to pick up on it. But let's first talk about the gloss.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
So, gloss in general is just for plain idea. When you hear gloss, you think of something shiny. You think of something that stands out. So, to me, gloss is exactly that, but it's more so of a lifestyle and an aura. It's something you carry around with you. It's something you represent. So, like when I walk into any building or any space, I want to give off gloss. I want it's positive energy. So, like I said, when I come in a room, I want to exuberate positive energy. So if I touch you with some positive energy, you have no choice but to be positive. Now you glossy as well. Now you shine. Now you affecting. Shout out to my son.
Yeah.
Now you are affecting others with this positive energy, this gloss. So me, I like to look at myself as the biggest gloss. So when you see me, when you encounter me, if you know me or if you don't, something about me is something that you'll remember. So that's what the my meaning of gloss is, and that's what I represent. So when you hear me say the biggest gloss in the world, I look at myself as the most positive, attractive aura. Mm-hmm. So again, that's what gloss is.
Yeah,
gloss the world. So just continuously moving around and infecting the world with gloss.
And I think that's something that really separates you from the rest, per se. Especially when it comes to the world of hip-hop. There's still that stigma that we all know about that kind of surrounds hip-hop. But for what you do, you're positive. It's positive stuff. It's about, you're singing about your son. You're talking about life. I mean, it's really a great thing to do. And this is why people are asking, well, why Cuatro Cinco? Well, why not Cuatro Cinco? That's how I like to say.
Oh, my goodness. Say that one more time.
Why not? Cuatro Cinco here on Hits 96, and I know you were talking about it during the break. As far as my knowledge goes, yes, you will be the first local hip-hop artist played here on Hits 96, along with all of today's hits, of course. Woo! So that's fantastic, and congratulations on that.
I appreciate it.
And then, of course, PG's in here. PG, we didn't get to talk to you a lot, but thank you for coming in. We appreciate
no problem. Anytime.
Any shout-outs or anything you want to give before we...
Shout out to the whole Rack Racer community.
There we go.
And shout out to the world.
There it is.
Where can they find you, PG?
Man, they can find me on all major platforms, PG.Castro, on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everything.
That's it. You find it. You'll get it. Search PG.Castro. And same thing with Cuatro, of course. Follow you, The Real Cuatro Cinco on Instagram.
The Real Cuatro Cinco. Also, I have to let them know, it's not spelled with a Q. Cuatro is not spelled with a Q. You will not find me. I promise. It'll be somebody else, and you're not going to get what you're looking for.
Right.
It's CuatroCinco. That is Cuatro Cinco on Instagram, The Real Cuatro Cinco on YouTube. Cuatrocinco.
And for those that don't know, real quick, speaking of your name, why do you call yourself Cuatro Cinco? I know because we talked about it last time, but...
Yeah, it's something that I really grew into just from being in sports. But also just life, seeing a lot of the number 45 everywhere, whether it's a speed sign or it's on a digital clock or on a fortune cookie or, you know what I'm saying, just weird places, like I'm catching the number 45. So from those moments to me making my sports number 45 and creating a personality out of that, going from 4-5 to Cuatro Cinco, that is what that personality created the music.
Absolutely.
So that's where Cuatro Cinco comes from.
That's where it comes from. All right. Well, do you have anything else in the works? I know you're always writing, and I know you're always producing. Any big shows or anything coming up in the near future?
What are we working on right now?
Not to put you on the spot.
No.
Definitely working on the group project.
Definitely working on the Rack Racer project.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just moving around, doing a lot of showcases, working on... Actually, I have a music video coming up in July for Moolah Galore, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Nice.
Just right now, I'm really focused on promoting and really exercising my album, In Gloss We Trust.
Right.
Stream that as well on all music platforms.
Yep.
But yeah, that's really what I'm working on, just... as a professional artist, figuring out how to work a project with so many different gems on it, so many different records that deserve to be promoted and deserve to be heard around the world. I used to be drop a project onto the next, but like this project is real special to me, so that's what I'm focused on now. Alongside, just making one-offs, like Put It on the Floor remix.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm just really focused on promoting and really moving around in spaces where I could get my music, get this album heard across the globe.
I know you recently did some private shows too. We went back to your high school to do the prom.
Yes.
And then I think you were just at a wedding recently. Did I see that?
Yeah. So
so you're doing it. You're doing your shows
yes.
too.
10 years removed from my high school, I got the call, and it's all about connections and being around solid people who actually care about you, and It was so right. Shout out to East Hamilton High School for having me. It was a surreal moment. I still think about it to this day. And I did a wedding as well. It was my first wedding, first prom, first wedding. Shout out to the Whites. The bride is my personal trainer. She whoops me 3 times a week. Shout out to Don's. But yeah, it's so many firsts this year.
That's great. That's great. And look at this. Now we're making another one.
Another one.
On Hits 96. All right, real quick before we play the song, we played it again. I'm going to play it one more time here. What is Put It on the Floor about? What is this whole? I know you shout out to your son. You're talking about being major league. I mean, there's a lot going on in this one.
Yeah, so Put It on the Floor, the original song by Lotto. Shout out to Lotto. Mm-hmm. It just sounded so Southern. I don't have a lot of like Southern bounce records like that. And it really inspired me aside from the regular music. I don't say regular music, but like the music that I normally make. This was an opportunity for me to jump on a professional artist song and really just rap. I just wanted to rap and have fun rapping.
And you go.
So, yeah, I was just going. Honestly, I started writing it.
Yeah.
I started writing it in my bedroom. I was telling my wife, I was like, what do you think about this? Like, you know, what you think about this flow? Or, you know, should I say this? Or like, how does this sound? But once I started, I got in a pocket. I never stopped.
Then you go into the whisper. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot into the song.
It's just the elements. The elements. I was inspired by the original song, so I just wanted to take that the original song and the beat and make it my own. Make it Chattanooga. Make it Cuatro Cinco. Make it Major League, which is also on the way. Major League Gloss is on the way. I know y'all don't know what it is yet, but trust me, it is major. I promise. Right. But coming from the heist, we're promoting the heist. Mm-hmm. Y'all go stream that as well. Coming off the back of that, I wanted to have something of my own to keep my fans in tune, while also just having 2 different motions at one time. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you got the heist that is a motion picture, and then you got something original, which is also a remix. With Put It on the Floor, so you
just get more fun.
Yeah. It's a lot more fun
element.
Yeah.
And it really is a great 1-2 punch with the heist going into Put It on the Floor. So again, all the info, and I'll post everything on our website. You'll be able to check it out, hits96.com, or you can just follow Cuatro Cinco on social media. We're gonna play Put It on the Floor one more time. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Making history here on Hits 96.
Yeah. Before I get off, I just want to shout out to my granny. I know she's listening somewhere. She forgot she had a radio. Granny, I'm on the radio. Nanny, I'm on the radio. Mom, I'm on the radio. I appreciate this opportunity, man, just to be able to bring my family in and experience this. So thank you, Gino.
Of course. That's what we're here about. We're trying to get the word out there. We got some of the biggest mouths here in Chattanooga. So we're talking about Cuatro Cinco, PG, the rest of the crew. Yeah. And thank you for coming out and introduce me to your son, too. We're going to hit him up with a little Hits 96 teddy bear and some swag.
Yes. Shout out to my wife. Before we go, shout out to my wife.
Yes, Madison.
She is my biggest supporter, my backbone. She hears everything first. A lot of stuff. She deals with me up and down. Lord only knows, like, you know, the behind the scenes of what y'all see today, the biggest gloss. She is truly the biggest gloss. So thank you to my wife and my son for being here.
Well said. Ladies and gentlemen, Cuatro Cinco, one more time. Put It on the Floor, the remix. Make sure you follow him on socials, and you can get us at hits96.com. Let's do it. Nice job.
It's the biggest gloss in the world, with the biggest Gino and the biggest PG and the biggest CG and the biggest baby gloss and the biggest Mrs. Glosses in the building, y'all. Yeah. Can't be broke. I put it on the floor, then went and got some more. The gang we never miss. Be with peace, stay with pressure. And him we send a blitz. Got Bendito on the fits. Boy, I know I got a piss. I swear the world is ours, we gonna be really rich. Tell my dog no sleeping till tomorrow, that's when it's really lit.